Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Keep It 100. Today's a beautiful occasion. Now we're talking about dress clothes. That's what we do. My name is Mark Beecham.
My name is Houston Hackney.
Okay, we're gonna get straight into it. I don't know if you know. I didn't know myself. In the early 1800s, their dress code was called morning coats. Had similarities to tuxedos. The American culture, the upper class and the working man wore morning suits, right? They kept themselves well groomed, and the young ladies at that particular time, the upper class people, and also the working, the housewife, she kept herself well groomed and presentable as well. I was sitting there talking to Pops, and I was telling him about the 1800s and about how they wore morning coats, and he was telling me that that was something new to him. What you think about finding out about the 1800s in their dress code?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting or whatever, but I kind of understood what you were saying, because, when you watch certain pictures on TV, you see where they did stuff back in the 1800s, because that's when they wore the top hats too and everything, and like I said, it's completely different, but, it was sharp the way they used to do it, because they had the little coats like that with the tails on it, and then they had the vest that they would have with them, but they would be different colors than with the suits and everything, with the tails on it and everything, and then the pants would be a different color or whatever.
So what was the black and white shoe that's similar to the shoe you're wearing today? What was that called?
Spats.
Spats. Okay, the spats. They wore spats in that particular time. They stayed sharp. They had like the V-shaped built, small waist, nice trim up top. You know what I mean? Their clothes weren't tight fitting, but they were fitting. They fit their size. Before we go any further, hey Pops, can we see a little bit of something that you're wearing so we can show them how you color coordinated?
Yeah, no problem.
Color coordinated.
No problem.
Okay, now I'll move this back so you can see a little bit. So we'll start with the let me back it up. You'll start with the shoe. Okay, what color would the shoe be?
These shoes are navy blue and light blue.
Okay, so now we're going to back up the camera, and as you see, he has what's the color of your pants, Pops?
My pants are light blue.
Okay, now look, boom. Now, what's the color of the top, Pops?
This is a navy top.
Okay, I know a lot of people may not know. How did you put this outfit together? Like, could you explain to the public and also me how you put it together?
It's like when I go somewhere or whatever like this, especially if I'm looking for shoes, we'll say, and I see a shoe that I like when I saw these, I liked them, the color. So it made it easy for me to coordinate with it, because the shoe speaks for itself. It tells you what colors to wear, light blue and dark blue. So I picked the light blue pants,
Okay.
and since I had light blue pants, because it has a little bit of light blue in the shoe, the dominant part of the shoe is a navy blue.
Is being color coordinated a big thing amongst when you're trying to set up a particular style?
Because when you color coordinating, it speaks for itself. You're trying to get the attention of the ladies or whatever like that. So now you're trying to outshine other people and whatever like that. It's like, the more you can coordinate your colors, the more, people's going to be observant to you. They're going to look or whatever like that. You can't be walking around with striped pants on and a polka dot shirt and all kind of stuff like that. You get attention, but it's the wrong attention,
Now, if you listen to what he almost said back there, Pops. If you listen to what he had said, he said that those color coordinated outfits were to get the attention of women. And when I did the research on it, and we didn't practice this, it says that the guys back then did do that. Like, that was a way of getting attention, like to attract the opposite human being, but also it was to show that they are extravagant lifestyle as far as their riches. And back then, a lot of them guys worked at the mills. There was jobs for everybody. And I used to talk to him, and he was telling me that at a particular time, he worked all the time. So he would go to work. And matter of fact, your story better than mine. Tell him, Pops. You can tell it better than me.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it is. It's about a working thing. I mean, me myself, I I worked before I was even old enough to work or whatever. I was fortunate to get a job. But the thing was, it's like, when you're working like from Monday to Friday, then after that, the thing is, back then, you want to hang out, man. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to meet some ladies and different things like that. So now you want to, fit the part, man. So you want to go all out and everything, and mainly a lot of that has to do too with not trying to get off the subject about anything, but you have to have, like confidence in yourself about things, and have to have uh, pride in yourself. So that way, you want to just go ahead and look your best at all the times, because you represent yourself. It's
Right.
like
Right.
you don't want to be going around, because first appearance, that's what people judge you on. And so that's why, I just like to keep myself together, man. Like I said, I'm working in my, most jobs I had the uniform to wear, whatever like that, and I'm doing my job or whatever. I said, man, the weekends I want to get shot, man. I want to, get in my car and go out and do what I got to do.
But did you always have that eye for coloring, like to put particular colors that people couldn't vision themselves? Did you always have that particular gift as far as putting that together?
Be honest with you, yeah. I mean, that was, I guess, a God-given gift or whatever like that. Because I mean, I know they got a color wheel and all kinds of stuff like that, but I never even had to go by anything like that. It's like, it's a.
Do you dress by skin tone? Do you dress by skin tone, the colors you
No.
pick? Okay.
No, definitely not. No. Because that's the thing about me. And, it didn't work in my favor. And then, I sometimes, you get some people be jealous or whatever. They have something to say negative or whatever. But I must admit, I never had a negative reaction from none of the ladies about things. And what I meant by that is, me, you said about skin color, tone and all that. I wear a loud color in a minute. I wear red, I wear yellow, whatever. It don't make a difference.
It look good
to
on
me.
you too. I mean, from the time you color coordinate, it look good on you.
But that's the thing. You don't let the clothes wear you. You wear the clothes.
So how do you wear the clothes? Like is it a particular style? Your style just fits you, or?
That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's like clothes that you wear. Like I said, you got that color coordination and all the stuff like that. So whatever you're getting, you just matching your colors together like that.
So to the people watching on, if they were able to go to a store, what would you what type of advice would you give the men that really don't know how to color coordinate or how to pick a particular suit that may complement them? Like we're talking to a crowd that may not know.
See, well, that's a hard thing to answer for the simple fact. If somebody don't know, they don't know. I mean, it's you can't tell somebody about a color combination if that doesn't, if they don't correspond to that or whatever like that. Like I said, that's like people go in, they'll see stuff. That's where you got the salesmen that come in, they tell you, oh, this look good with this and that and so on and so on. When people don't know what they want, well, they just go with the salesman's advice or whatever.
Well, should they dress? Should they dress from the shoes up? That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, say there's nobody around, you going to the store, and you see a particular shoe. Is that where you start at? Do you start from the tie? Do you start from the clothing, the pants, or should you build from the shoe up?
Well, the thing on that is to be better to build from the shoe up. With me, with me, it doesn't make a difference with me. I mean, I can see a shirt that I like or whatever like that. If I see this shirt, then in my mind I can already picture colored pants that I want with it. And then even if I see some shoes that'll go with it, even if I don't see the shoes at the particular time, I might see them a year later or whatever, but I know in my mind still what that color is or whatever, and I can do that. But basically, if you don't know like that, you see a shoe you like, then that way, because the shoe is a guideline for everything. Okay. It'll, if it's a two-tone shoe, now you want those two-tone color,
to match in that.
Right.
And a lot of us, a couple of years ago, I'm gonna say about maybe 12 years ago, I learned how to tie a tie. I used to get the tie that you used to click on there. But today, I'm going to show you how to tie. And I'm gonna take this off. And like he said, color coordinated. I got the gray with the two different colors of paint because of the tie. And then my socks have two different colors. But today, we're gonna start from the beginning. The way I was taught is to take a excuse me, I'm just gonna say. The way I was taught is to take the tie, right? Now you're gonna flop your collar up. And as you flop, here, I can start this stuff here. As you flop your collar up, you'll take it, it's straight. See, I got it straight, okay? So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it around. So now it's around my neck straight. See? It's around my neck straight. I'm gonna lower this side, the right side. I'm gonna lower this to where you see this going up, see? Okay, I'm gonna lower the side, okay? I'm gonna pull it up just a little bit. Now I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go one, right? See this here? We got it here, right? Then I'm gonna take, this is here. I'm gonna take this around and flip it. We right back here, right? Now I'm going under. I'm going all the way under. Going all the way under. Bring it out. Put that down. See my finger? My finger's right here. I'm going to take this. Open that up. Slide that in there. Here, I'm going to hold this and pull up and get it where I need it to be. Right? So we're going to do it over again. Right? So, we're going to take this. Remember, we got it straight. Okay? Remember moving this. Take it down. One. Boom. That's one. Put that right there. I'm going around that again. Boom. That's two. That's two. Now I'm going to take this and go under. All the way under. Look where my thumb's at. It's in there. Left it up in there. Take this. Put that in there. Hold this. Pull that down. Right? Pull it up. Then I'll be able to take my collar. Right? I haven't tied my tie all the way. But I can take my collar and I'm going to tie the knot right there. See? And you put that. And that's how you, oh, my fault, I'm sorry. And you take this part and put it in the back of your tie in the slit here. And I was taught that myself. Now I'm trying to learn how to tie a tie into a bow tie. But today, today's topic was real close and personal because I haven't always had a sense of tying ties or color coordination or things of that nature. You'll see us out there at Bostonians. He put me on Bostonians where I go get my steaks. He's at where he introduced me to. He's well known out there. Remo's and that TNT Fashion used to be. Pops, what bothers you when it comes to seeing tennis shoes with a suit? Does that take away the suit?
Well, back in the way, when I came up with different things like that was unheard of. Mm-hmm. You know, and basically, I understand how styles change. And this is the style of the day, the tennis shoes with the suits, but to us, that was unacceptable. I mean, that was unheard of, you know. We would never do anything like that. But because...
What did it take away from the suit? Like, is that a casual look? Because, like, when you put wheels on, well, we say wheels, dress shoes, when you put dress shoes on, it gives a whole different meaning to that suit.
Exactly. To me, I mean, when you got on sneakers, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them, with a suit, it just takes away from the suit altogether. I mean, then again, you know, like I said, a lot of people go with styles, but styles don't fit everybody. You know, like I said, the way they make these suits now and different things, they're cut real snug or whatever. And
Well, let me ask you this, pops: are they suits are meant to have a little room? I'm just asking. Is it like because I don't like tight suits,
Right.
but it lays on you when it has a little bit more room instead of being tight to where you
Right.
can't move. What how can I say this? The style that you grew up on is classic. Like it'd never go nowhere. It'd always be you can go to a job interview with that. People don't look at you different. What made you get into dress clothes? Like coming up in the inner city, like did you always as a young man did you like dress clothes?
Yeah, I always did. I mean, I just like to look nice all the time. Then again, too, it comes from surroundings and different things like that. Like I said, you know, I was a younger dude, but it was like a lot of people that I used to be around were older guys. But, and for some reason, I don't know why, but it's like, I guess maybe because I was a little bit mature for my age and different things like that. Plus, I had a friend that used to work in the jitney station or whatever, and I used to be in there just kicking it with him sometimes. So it's all a bunch of older guys there and all kind of stuff like that. But for some reason, it's like older guys that were like into the life, man.
They took a liking
was
to you.
into life. Yeah, they took a liking to me, like drug dealers and dudes that was into pimping and different things like that. But their whole thing was always about keeping nice. Even like a lot of times now people don't think about it, but back in the day, when they used to book numbers and everything like that. They was always sharp, man, and be on the hill and different places like that. You see these cats, man, they looking good, man. They be sharp, man. They be
Nice
sharp,
shape,
man. They
they
be
be
doing
sharp.
it, smelling good. You got the cars all nice and everything like that, and they conducting their little business, but at the same time, they keeping themselves together like that, So people see them, they're attracted to them and different things like that. And that was always a part of me. I like that because, like I said,
It separated you from the men and the boys like
I was
this.
getting ready to say that, but I didn't want to be ignorant about saying
No,
men
no.
and the boys, but
Yeah.
that's exactly what it does. I mean, the women look at you in a different thing. A sure enough woman, she can appreciate a man that dresses. I mean, because it's different. You're different from everybody. You come into a room, you got shoes coordinated with your outfit or whatever. How many times you see a guy with that? And how many times you see a guy, like, his shoes will be completely off of what he got? See, that's one thing. A lot of people have a tendency, their whole thing, they have an issue about colors. But their whole thing is black and brown. But black and brown, you can't mix with everything. They say black, you can put with anything, but it still don't look good with everything. I don't care what nobody say. It don't. Or whatever like that.
He got on me about my shoes. He said, "Man, trust me, he's speaking the truth, man. Come on."
Yeah, but a lot of people, like I said, they don't have confidence in themselves about everything. They worry about what people think. You can't worry about what people think. You can only worry about what you think. Because people do, I mean, what difference does it make what they think? Because one thing about life, it's always going to be somebody like you, always going to be somebody just like you. I don't care who you are.
So have confidence and be respectable, be reasonable in your dressing, but don't be afraid to put on and wear it, like you said.
Exactly. That's what I meant by you got to wear the suit instead of the suit wearing you, or whatever like that. So if you got a suit, and you might put on something yellow. Dudes laugh. Yellow. Boy, you put that on or whatever like that, and you color coordinate with something right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, you get a different opinion of it. Say, oh, this thing ain't that bad. He look all right or whatever. Now the girl's looking or whatever, but guys, they quick to say, and a lot of that be out of jealousy or whatever. And then some of them might just not like it because they get
Their thinking is different. Like those colors, a lot of men feel like a lot of bright colors are made for women.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and
there was a woman that told me, she said, if God made the peacock,
right.
and look at it when a peacock opens its wings, all the beautiful colors, he said, if he made that, why can't you wear that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But wear it tastefully, but
Right.
and it opened my mind up to like, okay, Cause it made me go get peachy pink. I went to go get peachy, and when I first went out in it, when I used to club, and I went down to Arts, and I had peachy pink on, and that's what they kept saying, peach and pink, and I'm over there, and I was like, okay, but I had my peach hat, and then some of the guys would say, man, what made you wear that? I was like, bro, I wasn't scared to wear it. Like, you know what I mean? It was color coordinated, and I got a lot of compliments. I got compliments from men, but I got a lot of compliments from the women. Like, it was nice to see a man well groomed and is not scared to put it on. Yeah, so the slacks and just the regular, like, she wants to feel like she's standing next to somebody that's wearing that can compliment her fly, and he want her to compliment his fly. It's you don't want to never outdo your mate. Y'all should be together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I got from a lot of women, that they start dressing down because their man won't dress, and that you're taking away from her dressing, because she want to keep you happy. But you should know that, hey, we go on all day, man, and you know we don't want to keep you all Sunday. Today I sat down and talked to Pops, man, and like I said, man, we went over the history, and I got a lot of color tips also from him, and going out, and you know what I mean. Fellas, don't be afraid to ask an older man, does this go together? They're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you about the spats. They're gonna tell you about the wing tips. They're gonna tell you about the cuff of your pants. They're gonna tell you how your coat should hang. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause we're not born knowing everything. We're born not knowing nothing. But it's okay to ask somebody. My name is Mark Beecham.
My name is Houston Hackney.
And thank you for tuning in for another episode of Keep It 100. So you'll never know where you see us at and what topic it could be. But the next time, it's going to be a fun time. All right, peace.
Peace out.